Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Today I was out doing some weed whacking and a little chainsaw. We have a topic, as you've seen in the thumbnail and the title, custom made earplugs. And just let me set the stage a little, give you a little background. I used to work as a lead hand in a steel factory with over 800 people. We had press shops, plating lines, paint lines, assembly lines, you name it, we had it. And it was a noisy environment 24/7. The floor would literally rock through the whole plant from those big presses. So let's just talk about the standard issue earplugs we had back then. And even today, you get pretty much the same ones today. They're cheaper and you see them around. They were the foam ones that you roll up and put in your ears. The problem with those earplugs is that they never fit properly all the time. Some people had trouble with them falling out, while others, like me, found them too tight in the ear canal. We're not all the same, right? I got Dumbo ears with a small ear canal. You may have apricot ears with, a 3-inch pipe for a ear canal, right? But I found that it was creating a lot of pressure in my ear. So that was one thing. Those earplugs are, one size fits most at best. So, as lead hand, I was constantly taking out my left earplug to give instructions, take instructions, ask questions, answer questions. But I would put the earplug back in. It never fit properly because in the hustle and bustle of the factory, I didn't always have time to wash my hands and ensure that I was reinserting my earplugs, clean, right? So because of that, and that's where the problem began. Not only was it irritating my ears because it was too tight in the ear canal, I was constantly suffering from ear infections due to a combination of that and taking the earplug out in a dirty environment. So it went on for, if I went 2 months without ear infection, that was a good year. It became a never-ending cycle of antibiotics and drops, right? So as I was getting older, not as old as some of you geezers, but the body was just starting, it was taking longer and longer to get over these infections. And I didn't know what else to do. I just thought, well, I'll just have to live with this until I retire, right? But however, one day while driving around the plant, I noticed a guy who seemed to be without any earplugs. So I went over to give him the good old, Mr. Rogers reminder. But to my surprise, he took an earplug out and said, "Hey, they're custom made. I just got them, right?" I started asking, like, are they any good? Why did you get them? And he said that he used to have ear infections, and he just found out from his sister about these earplugs. I was intrigued. So that's how I dove into the world of custom-made earplugs. Back then, over 20 years ago, they were still new in our area. Only one place in the entire city actually offered custom-made earplugs. I went down, I got fitted for my earplugs, and back then you didn't get them right away, so I had to wait. By the time my last ear infection was clearing up, my custom-made earplugs were ready. From that day to this, I never had one ear infection, ever. It was amazing. All those years of suffering finally came to an end, and I believe it cost around $130 back then. But I'm sure the prices are more reasonable now. I'm going to tell you, if I would have known that I could have gotten them before, I would have paid $1,000 for them, because all of these many years of suffering with ear infections, it was worth it. So if you suffer from ear infections due to working in loud environments with those types of earplugs, you should look into it. About the incredible benefits of custom-made earplugs, right? What's the good to tell you to go get them if I don't tell you what the benefits are? The greatest advantage, I think, of custom-made earplugs is the comfort that they provide. Once properly fitted, you're going to forget you're even wearing them. Many times I've gotten home and realized I still had mine in because that's how comfortable they are. Custom-made earplugs offer enhanced noise protection. I mean, nowadays you can even get filters that block out harmful noise while still allowing for clear conversation. It's like having your own personal sound engineer, right? But now they do have filters in the earplugs that, well, you can talk and you don't have to take them out. The sound of human voice comes through them, and but it blocks out all the rest of the noise. So they've come a long way in 20 years for sure. Another aspect that I can think of is the hygienic part of it. No more rolling up earplugs and risking contamination. You don't have none of that. Custom-made earplugs are easy to clean and maintain by eliminating the need to constantly be handling them. You know, and reasserting them in your ears if you're in the situation that I was in a factory, needing to talk to people. So you can avoid infections and save yourself from pain and suffering. Remember, keeping your ears clean and infection-free is as important as washing your hands. After all, we only have one pair of ears. My furry little friends, whether you work in a loud environment or you're a mechanic or a small engine repair person, do yourself a favor, invest in custom-made earplugs. Your future or present grandkids will thank you. When you can hear them laughing and joking and playing around and just basically talking to you, you'll be happy that you kept your hearing. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, and share the video, and please leave a comment below with your thoughts and experiences.